is Weeley and welcome to a new video. This is called Let's Do the News, and I'm going to be your news guy for games and everything or whatever. This is going to be a short video, so I'm going to try and do this daily when I can. So news for today, we have a news from Bethesda, and I've been hearing a lot of bad things about Elder Scrolls recently anyway, so then I'm going to tell you more bad news for Elder Scrolls. We apparently have PlayStation 4 and Xbox One version, which is supposed to come out this June of this year. It's going to be delayed, and according to Bethesda, it's going to be delayed in about, I think it says about 6 more months. Yeah, about 6 more months, and because it's supposed to come out in June, but it's going to be probably later in the fall now. And they said they're gonna work on the. They said there's a bunch of bugs or whatever they still need to work on, but a lot of people were already pissed off about Elder Scrolls already. Well, some people, especially when I saw some YouTubers raging about how lame Elder Scrolls was in PC anyway. But I don't know how it's going to turn out for all consoles, because consoles are not really that great when it comes to MMOs. But yeah, it's going to be delayed even more. So for you guys who wants the Elder Scrolls for your consoles, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, it's going to be delayed. I'm sorry. And but I never really played the game, but there were mixed reviews about it, so I'm not sure if it'll probably be good at all. But in other news, we have another news. This is from Jacob Siegel from BGR, and it says in the title, quote, "New Nintendo consoles are coming, but you probably won't be able to buy one." What is that supposed to mean? Okay. So, apparently, Nintendo President Satoru Iwata said in an interview that the consoles released in emerging markets would be entirely new products, uh, opposed to the Wii U, which is not really selling great, and the 3DS. And they're thinking about making new console things, and there's rumor about that, and it's like, wow, Nintendo's going to make more consoles. Well, I hopefully for a new console it will be a little bit better and make more sense. Hopefully different from the Wii U. I like the Wii. Wii is great in some games, but in just some, especially the Wii U, I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, they did have some good games going on, especially with Super Mario and Donkey Kong, and that was a major good part of it. And, of course, Mario Kart 8. But other than that, the Wii U itself just wasn't that great. People want the Wii U just to buy the game, and that's what it's supposed to be about, so hooray for that. But at the same time, the Wii U is not exciting, so hopefully they're going to make the new console like they said they would, and hopefully it will be much better and attractive and probably less confusing, because the Wii U was always confusing. No one knew what it was. No one had any idea at all, and it was just a complete bummer. It wasn't going too well at all. So hopefully Nintendo make the console a little better. And another news. This is from a Games Beat by Jeff Grubb, titled "Glad to Nintendo," and it says lack of gay characters in New Life Sim is hurtful and behind the times. So I think this is an issue about, your sim being gay or homosexual. I guess some people are having a problem with that. I'm not sure. Um, but of course, actually the quote that says romance is a big part of the Tomodichi life as long as you're straight. Yeah, I think this is about when people are having issues about, about the gay situation, like the romanticism. For example, Mass Effect, there not many, but there are some people who are freaking out about the gay choices. For me, I don't care about that. I think it's just whatever. I think it's great they have that, because it just makes people, you know, especially homosexuals, to feel good, to feel good that hey, they actually made the game. They had the balls to make the game. That's on that, which means they just don't care if it's gay or straight, as long as it's a good game and as long as it respects everyone. And I guess in this one, it's talking about the sim life and every games of that. That's like when people don't when there's not many games that are homosexual relationship like Sims. Sims is obviously one of the things, and some people want more of that or any of that. I haven't played Sims for a while, so I don't know much of the romance thing going on because it's been a long time since I played Sims. But even if there were, I think people were complaining that there's not really much of it. So I think EA is probably working on that. I'm not sure, but the argument is both and both a little bit. But again, I don't care if it's gay, straight, or whatever. Whatever's a great game and respects everybody, I think it's just fine to me. I don't care. You know, good game, it's good. Another one, this is by Chris Morrison, plugged in, and this is a really interesting news here. And of course, I kind of see this coming. Nintendo introduces Skylanders like action figures. I don't know what it means if it's like Skylanders. I don't know if it's like, oh, this is a freaking action figure, but it's not Skylander, but whatever. But Nintendo's announced to introduce real-world figurines that could be used and seamlessly imported into multiple games. Ooh, wait a minute. Are they talking about other toys? Really? Huh. Revealed during Nintendo's financial results briefing, as usual. Nintendo, your financial stuff. Thursday, the news come years after Nintendo reportedly turned down the chance to be the exclusive home Activision's immensely popular Skylanders franchise. And of course, they quote, "We need to start a new business that will someday become one of the core activities," said President Satoru Iwata. And other quote, as Nintendo steps first step, we decide to release character figurines with built-in NFC functionality that are compatible with video games starting this year and season. Ooh, interesting. And if you guys don't know, NFC stands for Near Field Communication, and it's supposedly you can able to I guess they're making more figurines for this, which is a good idea because Skylander is actually surprisingly popular. Uh, I never played it. I've seen some people play it. It actually looks kind of interesting. Great game. People do play it. You'd be surprised a lot of people do play Skylanders. That's why they keep making toys to keep updating the game, which is great. And yeah, if we make four more figurines, that's great. That's awesome. And Skylanders, do not underestimate the power of that, dude. Skylanders, pretty hot. Pretty freaking hot. Come on. Skylanders franchise has brought in revenues of over $2 billion in the past 3 years. That's pretty awesome. And Disney Infinity has turned around the fortunes of Disney Interactive, sales of 500 million since last year. So again, Skylanders is making money. So that's good on Nintendo's part. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's the games that's going to make you money. If you don't do well with the consoles, you're not going to survive the console war. But hopefully, the reason why Nintendo's still there is because they're selling a lot of good games. They're doing a lot of games that are doing really well. That's the whole point. Make good games. Come on. Come on. Continuing on, Omega and Ruby and Alpha Sapphire makes 6 Pokemon games in 7 years. Now, for some of you, probably be like, oh, in 7 years? Really? In 7 years? I'm like, making a game takes on average of 2 to 3. That's a long time. So for them to make 6 Pokemon games in 7 years is a lot. So believe me, it's a lot of hard work. They must have. I mean, come on, they have a lot of companies working on it. So I guess that's why they're able to do it. But geez, there's a lot of games that are coming really fast. You know, Pokemon always comes really fast because Pokemon is still a super popular game. You know, Pokemon Black, White, X and Y. I mean, they all haven't had a good gap of the length of each game coming out. It's all really close. I think it's probably a good idea too because people do play Pokemon a lot. So I mean, no surprise they're gonna make like 10 in like 10 years, or like whatever, like a bunch in like a couple of years, because they always kept working on it. Yes, of course, the reason why it was still, you know, still introducing the games a lot in 1 year is because it's the same grid, it's the same style. Obviously, they just add characters new and make it prettier, yeah, but still they managed to sell it. Pokemon still sells, Somehow they made it a little different just to have people to still buy the games. So it's definitely not a surprise. I mean, to me, that they would sell a lot. I mean, six games in 7 years is not easy to do. Believe me. Let's see, Nintendo's news. Nintendo download highlights new digital content for Nintendo systems. Lovely. Let's check this out. Mega Man 3. Okay, Mega Man 3. Watch Virtual Concert into DS. Okay. So these are games that they're actually still updating. Nice. So Mega Man 2, every Thursday in May, different Mega Man game will launch in Virtual Console section of Nintendo eShop on Nintendo 3DS. Oh, that's very cool. Nice. Nice. For you Mega Man fans, we got Mega Man 2, you can get an update in every Thursday in May. Awesome. Mega Man 3. Oh, okay, so that's the update. Mega Man 3. It's going to get some update. Grenesia. Wario Land 4. Holy shit. Really? What, Wario Land 4? That's nice. And also this week of updating is Parking Star 3D Gardening Mama 2 Forest Friends Jewel Match, Jewel Quest 4 Heritage, and Socomania 2 Cool Job. So if you have those games, you're gonna get some updates. That's pretty cool. Yeah, awesome, nice. Yeah, I don't know, but good news for you guys. You get some updates on some games. All right. I think that'll be. Let's see. What are the awesome news going on? Games Beat. Oh yeah, Games Beat. Games Beat community picks their favorite Nintendo game. I wonder what they actually like. Sorry, I'm actually looking through the computer to actually see what's going on. Uh, let's see what they pick their favorite Nintendo video games. I think Mario Galaxy 2 is obviously one of the favorites. Donkey Kong, I think, is mine. I always missed Mario Party. Mario Party was just always fun game, multiplayer. Very frustrating, but always freaking fun. I always loved Mario Party. I always will. It's gonna be great. By the way, Nintendo, I don't think I told you the date, but supposedly the new Nintendo console is supposed to come out next year or 2016. So, but EA's right on the door. Sorry, E3 is coming in next month. So, if I mean, if Nintendo is planning to release it next year, if they decide, then they might do some sneak peeks on the new console, maybe. Or maybe they'll just be dicks and do it next year and do a tiny bit and lie about their date and say, hey, we're going to do it in 2017. But we'll see next year or 2016, but I'm still going to watch E3. You can watch E3 on your Xbox Live or online or whatever, or on GamesBeat.com. But I'm definitely going to be watching to see what new games are coming out on the consoles. Maybe Nintendo will talk about that new console, maybe not. I don't know what Xbox is going to talk about or Sony, but I bet they're just going to have mostly their, you know, marketers or their huge publishers like EA, Ubisoft to do the all. I'm going to put some games out there for you. All right. All right, so that's it about the news right now. There's a new Watch Dogs trailer if you want to check it out. I think you can watch it on YouTube. They have new characters coming out. Um, or they have a bunch of characters they actually going to introduce you. I think that's what it is. I'm gonna check it out later. But it will be. But again, if you don't remember, the game will be released May 27th for all platformers: PC, Xbox 360, PS3, PS4, and Xbox One. Check it out. New trailer for Watch Dogs. It's the character trailer, so I think it's on YouTube, obviously, because they always show everything on early on the YouTube. So go check it out. And thank you very much for watching. Of Let's Do the News, and I'm Willie, your news guy. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll try to post more news when I see it come up. And you're going to see the crew in the next video. Good night, and game on.